This was Christmas 2019. You have Addie there with the pose, and me looking like an off-duty police officer. What is up, folks? Jorge Anito here. Thanks for stopping by, and welcome back. Now, before you ask, Jorge, what's with the fancy getup? Addie has just graduated kindergarten. Not high school. Kindergarten. So yes, I got to attend Addie's kindergarten graduation this morning. Shout out to Addie, double A, not the battery. Yeah, really proud of her. Man, I am a very proud father. Addie is such a good kid. Just really blessed. But anyway, so enough about that. Yeah, today we are learning a really cool tabled convincer. It's kind of table / in the hands, but you'll see what I mean here in just a minute. But this was used by Ernest Earick. Now, I need to mention this up front. I am not teaching something by Ernest Earick. I'm not like teaching an effect. This is a convincer that he uses. It doesn't originate with him, or it didn't originate with him. However, he does credit Hugard and Braue. I never know how to say that. Frederick Braue. I don't know. He credits those two. In card manipulation, I think book 7. I have to double check that. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out. Ace of clubs. Is that not the most minimal ace of spades you've ever seen? So anyway, we'll push that in, lose that, do a nice little fancy spread. We'll go ahead and give the cards a little bit of a square action. And that's it. Hopefully that didn't look too bad. You could do any number of things. So very simply put, I'm going to use actually a bordered pack for this. Six of spades, push it in, and we'll actually go into a spread, show I'm not holding any breaks. At this point, you can table the deck, produce it that way. You can do any number of things. Okay, so now that I'm checking out the actual book, this move is credited to Hugard in more card manipulations. So I originally said card manipulations. This is more card manipulations, number 1. And yeah, Earick credits Hugard to this jogging maneuver and the spread delay tactic to Braue. So there's a few things here going on. Let's go ahead and get into it. What happens here is you have a card selected. It's placed in the center of the deck. Now, when you push it in, you're getting a side jog, right? So that's what's happening. I think most of us are familiar with how to do this. You're pushing on the inward corner and causing this jog to come out the side from here. You can use your pinky and index, to just pull it out to the side. And this happens in just one foul sweep, right? I mean, obviously, you however you want to display that, show it, but, once you push it in, there it is. So, yeah, this should happen in just kind of one foul sweep, however you want to display that. You push it in, and it's side jogging. You have to be very careful not to flash that right there. So what I like to do is hold the deck kind of almost in the center, like this. So what happens here is when I'm pushing this in, I'm being careful to grab the deck kind of to the center, and you can also reposition. You might find that when you're doing this action, you have to just kind of reposition a little bit. You could do a little bit of a wrist kill. You can also take your pinky and drag it over just a little bit to conceal that. Once you're in this position, you go into the ribbon spread. Now you have the side jog, and you just very carefully spread that out, just like so. And this right here, you know, is the convincer. You know, you push the card in and you just spread it out. You know, you're not holding any brakes. But this scooping action is very important, and it's kind of tricky. In fact, it took me quite a while to get this down. I imagine it will be the same for most anybody else. And it's as simple as this. I say simple, but you kind of want to pick up on these cards as you're coming this way, and you're applying like a downward pressure into your left with this hand. I kind of use the pinky also to help drag these cards. And what happens is, well, what should happen, I lost the jog. It's very easy to lose this jog. So you have that, and you're doing this action to where, you know, this side jog is maintained. That's the important thing. From here, you could do any number of things. You could do that Sean Devine pop-out move, however he does that. I need to learn that. That's a really cool move. You could go into Ernest Earick's Broadside, center still. You could do anything. You could actually, once you get it back in your hands, you can kick it down into an in jog. So you have access back here, or you could maybe do a pass or some false cuts. So that's it, guys. I mean, that really is it. Now, I know I'm kind of just running through this, but, you know, you get your side jog, make sure this corner is covered, and you just go into a very light, I mean, you're just kind of dragging the cards across, applying a slight downward pressure. You could see the jogged card right here. But when you scoop this up, like I said, just practice it. I'm kind of picking up and coming this way, and I'm applying a very slight downward pressure this way, dragging with the pinky. And that jog is maintained. Like I said, from there, the sky's the limit as to what you want to use that for. There you have it, my friends. That is a little convincer for Mr. Ernest Earick. Well, you know, he liked to use it. Again, it didn't originate with him, rather from Hugard and Braue. Guys, I hope you enjoy your weekend. Have a great start to the weekend. It's only Friday. It's pretty early over here in the States. Yeah. So I'm going to quit blabbering and get off here. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Do me a solid, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the post notification bell. Jorge Anito here. Be blessed.